Welcome back to the EAM Crypto channel, and I hope you're having a great weekend. And I am having a great weekend myself, and it's just about to get better because I'm going to get to talk to you guys about DEX Finance. And just wanted to be very transparent. This is a paid promo. So why did I decide to take on this paid promo? It's gotten to the point where I get about 2-3 offers a day, and I'm usually saying no all the time. And then when I took a look at this project and did research and kind of figured out a little bit more about it, I became incredibly excited. I couldn't wait to reply to them, tell them that yes, I definitely want to cover your project, and hope that you guys agree with me that this is a very, very cool project. So just wanted to be transparent. It is a paid promo. So what if I told you that there is a new protocol, a new tomb fork, if you will, financial platform, I don't know what to call this thing, that through the use of smart contracts will always maintain peg. That's pretty exciting, right? So yeah, that's right. With DEX Finance, the emotions, the overreactions of the market, all that stuff will not be able to drive the project to go under peg, which is really, really exciting. We've talked time and time again about the fact that crypto markets tend to be so overreactive. So these guys may have found a solve for that. In addition, its entire system is auto-compounding, which will hopefully create ease of use for new investors. And this is very exciting. I've been saying for weeks now, DeFi needs more market participants. We need it badly. There's too many projects and not enough money. It's just that simple, and that's why you see it's very rotational right now, where you just see money go from project to project and not really stay there like it should for a lot of them. So hopefully this will reduce that barrier to entry that we have discussed, because this protocol, this algorithm is going to make it really easy for new investors to feel comfortable. So I love that. And the third item that I wanted to cover before we dive into other things is that this protocol is not just going to give its investors rewards in its native token. It's actually going to give the holders a kind of a mixed bag of blue chip alts, which I think is very, very cool and very nice to see. So that is just a little bit of what makes DEX Financial so unique, so robust, extremely interesting. And I did want to show something that's very cool before I dive into the website and talk about the project in more detail. They've done something that I haven't seen before from a single project. So let me show you this cool little promo ad that they did. It tells me that they understand marketing, which is really good to see. So here, check this out. It's like 20 seconds, and I really thought that it was cool. Here. Pretty cool, right? Well, I thought so. So yeah, these guys clearly get marketing. This definitely proves it. So I was really, really impressed by that video. And looking at the background of this team, they have a few of them have a pretty strong marketing background. And yeah, the team has been KYC through Solid Proof in Germany, and their passports, their businesses, their homes, all major assets have been verified by a third party. So that is definitely good to see. And they will be on the Binance Smart Chain, and their token DEXIRA that has been around, I think since September, has been on a crazy run. So let's just cover that real quick. DEXIRA, it's kind of like their flagship project. It's been on a very nice run because the team found utility for it. How did they do that? Well, they have a DEX pad. So they're actually going to be able to launch projects from their website, which is very nice. Very nice way to bring in revenue into this platform, ecosystem, whatever you want to call it. And it's all going to be done through having to purchase DEXIRA. And a few of you reached out to me and told me, hey, what videos are you covering next? I'm very transparent. You want to know what I'm covering next? Yeah, just DM me on Discord or email me, whatever, Twitter. And yeah, a few of you did come back and state, hey, I don't know about this DEXIRA. It's on a sick run. I'm worried that after the pre-sale, it's going to get dumped on. Hey, that's a valid concern. That's actually pretty sharp of you to notice those things and be concerned of those things. You have to be careful with your money. So if that is the case and you're worried about that happening, the team has stated that there will be other utilities for DEXIRA outside of the DEX pad with farming and so on. But yeah, then just just wait till the 6th, wait till the public sale. No need to force it on the 4th if you don't feel comfortable. So, one thing that we try to do on this channel is avoid risky spots and play it safe. I'm incredibly bullish on this project. Obviously, that's why I'm covering it. But if you want to wait till the 6th because of what I just stated, I think that's a fine move. So yeah, DEXIRA is their flagship project and very different than the other tokens. So DEX Money Market, this part of it is very cool, so unique, so robust. And by the way, the team is very robust. They have like 25 people. And so what makes them different? So as I stated before, maintaining the price of the PEG token without putting investors at risk. And they're doing this through the use of smart contracts. The protocol's underlying mechanism dynamically will buy and sell the supply of US DEX, which is their PEG token, pushing its price up or down relative to the price of USDC. So really like that. Very innovative, very unique. This will, like I stated earlier, this will allow less experienced investors to participate in their high yield farming. And one other thing to note there is that I think that it's going to be a project that's going to probably have very low APR. So these guys have not told me what the exact numbers will be, but I'm guessing their APRs will be very low. But that is going to be good to see. I mean, if you look at their website, first things first, it's a .com. First time I've covered a .com in DeFi, which is very cool. But I think that they're going to have very low emissions, so this is all going to be kind of a lower risk kind of play, which is nice. I mean, we have to diversify our DeFi holdings, so this will be a very nice way to do so. Not just because of what we're going to cover in a second, where you can pick up blue chip alts, but just this I think will be one of the less riskier DeFi plays. So I really do like a lot of things, and we talked last week, I think, about diversifying portfolios a little bit. So yeah, this could be one really cool way to do it. So how does it work? They show the whole flow here. I'm going to try not to make this video more than 15 minutes. By the way, I've noticed, guys, as far as the YouTube stuff, longer than 15 minutes, you guys don't seem to like that. So I'm going to start shooting for 15 minutes or less on these videos. But anyways, these guys don't really have a boardroom. They're going to have what's called a regulation pool. And so why is that? So that you have your US DEX will be the PEG token. Their version of the share token will be DEXIRA. And then they also are bringing a third token into the mix that's not a bond token. Their bond mechanism is going to be very different. It's going to be kind of like what Olympus DAO did. So these guys are going to bring in DEX ETF. So DEX ETF will be the token that's comprised of a mix of blue chip alts. And there's a number of different things you can do. There's just a myriad of different options that will be available post-launch. You can just say, yeah, I just want BNB, or I just want XRP and BNB, or I just want ETH, whatever. Or you can, I'll get into it, but there'll be a number of different ways that you can move forward with this. So really, really cool to see this this whole platform play out. It's just a very cool financial platform. It just kind of reminds me of when I log into my 401k or my Roth IRAs, where it just kind of has that look and feel, and really, really like that, even when it gets to the strategy piece that we will cover in a second. So yeah, so very cool. So as you can see, they went over the different tokens, which we already kind of covered. It is going to be, so USX tokens designed to be used as a medium of exchange, but its built-in stability mechanism in the protocol aims to maintain US DEX's peg to one USDC token. So right off the bat, I'm already thinking about farming and thinking, wow, I can't wait to see what the APR is on US DEX and USDC, because that seems to me like it's going to be a very, very nice way to mitigate risk and get some free money. So we'll talk about that in a second. So there's DEXIRA, which we covered, which is kind of like their share token, but it's just a little different. And then DEX ETF, which is, these guys are innovating. They're changing the game a little bit. We haven't seen something like this just yet. So we talked about their bonding mechanism. It's definitely different, and it's just going to ensure to consistently apply buy pressure to the native tokens, which is really good to see. I've talked about my frustrations with bonds. I don't want to name the project, but I had the hardest time redeeming bonds while the share token was just shooting up. And once I redeemed the bonds, I was going to go kind of like 50% the base token, the PEG token, then 50% the share token. But it took me forever to redeem the bonds. So yeah, it's nice to see that they are looking at ways to changing the way that bonding mechanisms work, and I think it's a really neat way to do it. And then the PEG regulation, we kind of talked about that a little bit. So at the beginning of every epoch, if the TWAP of US DEX is greater than 101, new US DEX will be minted at a maximum expansion of 4.5%. However, rather than being immediately distributed to regulation pool stakers, the new supply of US DEX is sent to a smart contract, where it is sold upon specific parameters only after calculating factors such as price, circulating supply, and treasury-backed assets. As the US DEX is sold off, it's then converted into their DEX ETF tokens and redistributed back to regulation pool stakers, thereby relieving sell pressure. Genius. Wow, that is really, really interesting. And in theory, I think it's going to work. And I just think that it's really, really cool to see this. So I can't wait to see this play out. And keep in mind, all this is going to be happening while the whole system is auto compounding for you, right? So you're not going to have to go and claim and do this and do that. It's all going to be doing it for you. New investors are going to absolutely love this. And I think that there is a lot to be excited about with this project. And looking at the strategies, this is what I was touching on a second ago. So here you already have right there, right, the LP of US DEX and USDC. That seems to me that's going to be very interesting. Cannot wait to see what that APR is going to look like. So I guess that would be considered one of their very conservative strategies. So just like a Roth IRA kind of gives you these options that you can take of risky, not risky, whatever. It's sometimes more kind of linked to your age. The older you are, the more risk averse you should be. So these guys have all these different cool strategies. The gunslinger one's pretty cool. You can either just go for broke, go for a home run, or just strike out. And it'll be really, really interesting to see how all these things play out. I can't wait post-launch to see how these are distributed or how I'm going to try to distribute them and then try to kind of manage to see which one is doing what and how. But yeah, I mean, if the conservative strategy is just that USDC, US DEX that I was talking about, then yeah, let's give me that one all day. I'll just be Mr. Conservative, and I'm totally happy making 1-2% a day without having much risk. I'm totally cool with that. Because that adds up really, really fast. And there is so much to see with this platform. I guess you can say website, but it really is like a platform. It all kind of has a flow and a mix to it. There's just so many different things to cover. And like I said, I don't want to make this video too long. So I just wanted to urge for you guys to check this out, do your own research. There's a lot to see here. I mean, I could have made this video an hour long. I would love to get one of the team members on the channel to do an interview. I think that would be really cool, and maybe we can really dive into the weeds that way. And like I said, the public sales on the 6th, pre-sales on the 4th, I'll be jumping on all that. I'm pretty excited about it and can't wait to see how this all plays out. I'm seeing a pattern, right? That the projects that I seem to like the most are the ones that are innovating the most and changing the game a little bit. And these guys are kind of changing the game a lot. I mean, this is a very, very different protocol, and I have nothing but excitement when I think about it. I hope that there isn't anything huge that I forgot to cover. If you guys have any questions, feel free to just comment in the comments below, or just reach me on Twitter or Discord like you guys usually do. And again, DEX Finance, very, very bullish, very, very excited. This is a paid promo, but it doesn't matter. I would have been investing in them anyways. And also, one last thing I did want to state, they really have a strong marketing plan. They really, really do. So always good when you see a team or a project have, the strong mechanics of a very nice protocol, but they're able to really bridge the gap with marketing and all that good stuff. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take care.